Athena wanted you to have this, so here it is. Good news travel fast. We are Wallo Lapichu and Celeste Bono, and we're bringing you positive news from all over the world. Before we dive into today's stories, make sure you submit your own good story by swiping up if you're listening on Spotify, that is, and your story might get featured on a future episode. Hey Wallo, how you doing?
Hey Celeste, how are you this wonderful Monday
Yeah, I'm
of
great. I'm
existence?
great. No, I'm tired actually.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I just feel great today. It's so weird. It's like, wow. Have I
You are
been?
a weird. You're a weird person. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you have for me today?
Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever lost an engagement ring? Have you ever been engaged?
I've lost my engagement ring. Definitely
Really?
not. No,
Okay.
of course
If
not.
you ever lost an engagement ring Lake Tahoe, I don't know if you've been there. This might be your lucky
Yeah.
day, Wallow. Nonprofit
Mm.
Cleanup the Lake has faced the gigantic task of cleaning up Lake Tahoe over the past year. The result? 12
Mhm.
tons of submerged trash, including engagement rings. What?
What?
Wallets, lampposts, Nikon
What?
film. Is it called Nikon or Nikon?
I say an icon.
You say Nikon, right? Because, like,
Mhm.
okay. Film cameras, cordless telephones, and massive pieces of broken down boats.
What?
Is it me or did that sound like a catalog for an antique store? I mean, I don't know.
Exactly.
So, Clean Up the Lake organized a group of scuba divers who did a full recovery of the 72 miles of crystal blue lake's shoreline and subshore, collecting 24,797 pieces of litter weighing a total of 12 tons. The
Wow.
nonprofit announced that they will be performing cleanups across 3 other different lakes this year: Donner Lake, Fallen Leaf Lake, and the Tahoe Basin, and
Wow.
a cleanup of June Lake, all in the state of California. As to the
California.
trash recovered from Tahoe, the Tahoe Fund announced it has commissioned artists to create a sculpture using some of the recovered items from the lake. The
Nice.
2022 projects require additional funding. You can donate at cleanupthelake.org. So,
How
if you're
nice.
ever going to engage and you don't have the money for the ring, you know where to find it.
You can definitely will be going there for an engagement ring. Maybe I'll propose to
Okay.
you, Celeste. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
thanks. I will definitely say yes.
I have
I
a
mean-
riddle for you, and it's not our engagement. It's not our engagement. I promise.
All right.
What is a replacement of farm animals used to make burger that uses
Burgers.
burgers that uses 95% less water, 85% less food, and 90% less land? It sounds very weird, but I swear there's an answer. I don't think you care to guess, but like I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, no, you lost me at 95 something. So,
The Crickery has developed products with super low ecological impact, similar to that of a vegan burger, but with a high nutritional value equal to beef. If you can't already tell by their name, their main product is crickets. There are approximately 12 crickets needed to make a burger of 100 grams. Eating insects has many environmental benefits, and they are already being eaten all over the world except in the West. Sander Peltenberg decided to change that. Together with his business partner George Brandenburg, these guys love burgers, an enthusiastic team, he runs the Crickery, tasty, nutritious, and sustainable food products based on crickets and grasshoppers. They started out importing cricket flour from Thailand and tried making meatballs and croquettes. Apparently, those weren't the tastiest, but the burgers turned out pretty okay. And then they took it up from there. Nowadays, they no longer import their products from Asia, but are involved in the whole production process, a circular one, that is. For example, they take residue broccoli leaves from agriculture that can't be eaten by cattle, but then they feed it to their crickets. We want to keep our products as natural as possible, says Sander, and luckily that is possible because the cricket naturally has a nutty taste that's generally found to be enjoyable. In contrast to many meat substitutes, it's not necessary to add flavorings and sugars. The burger consists of
Mm-hmm.
around 30% crickets and 70% vegetable nutrients such as wheat and field bean. That's
Okay.
what my guy Sanders said. And in addition, insect consumption also plays a role in the so-called protein transition. We used to get
Mm-hmm.
60% of our protein from vegetable sources and 40% from meat. Nowadays, those numbers are reversed. While we actually have to go back to the old ratio. Why? Because today's livestock industry simply cannot cope with the growing demand for meat. So next time you're sitting quietly in the dead of the night and hear some lovely crickets chirping, get the
Don't eat them
grill going.
or eat
It's
them.
barbecue time, baby. I'm buying a
Have
grill
you ever
just
had
for
crickets?
I've had termites, not crickets. Yeah, I
Okay.
eat insects. Yes, I do.
No, I think
love
I
them.
had grasshoppers. A friend went to
Wow.
Mexico and he brought like spicy saute grasshoppers,
yeah.
and they were tasty. They actually
of course
tasted like
they are.
popcorn.
Of course they are tasty. Of course they are
Yeah,
tasty.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I like
the
it.
modern human needs to go back in time. Yeah, so what do you have for me?
So I'm proud to say, we are now welcoming another religious institution into the 21st century with a round of applause. The Church of Scotland has voted to allow clergy to conduct same-sex marriages for the first time. Yay,
Wow.
Scotland. And it wasn't even by a small margin. The results of the vote were 274 against 136. Must say,
Wow.
this church is
Wow.
already quite modern, as you can already
Yeah.
find openly gay clergymen appointed. Of course,
Nice.
there are some naysayers on the subject, but the fact remains you can now get married to your same-sex loved one here. Though
Nice.
surprising, this is not the first church to allow same-sex marriage in the UK. Last year, the Methodist Church became the largest religious denomination in the UK to permit same-sex marriages. It is
Nice.
not allowed in the Church of England or the Roman
Oops.
Catholic Church, but is
Oops.
welcome in the Scottish Episcopal Church, the United
Mhm.
Reformed Church, and the Quakers. Look at the
Not the
Quakers!
Oaths, but the Quakers. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad for them, and
Yeah.
I'm happy. It's good. I mean, now, yeah, you can get married.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna make a
Yeah.
stupid joke. Anyway, no jokes with this. I am happy for
Okay.
you, Scotland, and all of it.
Yeah.
And this was
okay
a
then.
weird Monday. Like, I am so glad our audience can't hear my neighbors going. But I just hate
Repairing
them. They're
stuff.
outside. Yeah, repairing stuff.
Sorry about
Hopefully
that.
tomorrow, Tuesday, they won't be here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more great news tomorrow. Good News Travel Fast is a news podcast serving positivity and laughter in daily doses. Oh, but we don't have episodes on the weekends. We actually have to sleep. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. This podcast was produced by Matthias Rosenberg, creative direction by Josefina Cordova, scripted by Cecilia Mira, and hosted by Wallo Lapaju and Celeste Bono. That's me. This show is supported by Athyna. Hire, manage, and retain world-class global talent at Athyna.io. A brilliant startup like yours needs the best of the best on your team. Are you taking advantage of global talent? Level up your team for more success for only 33% of your usual hiring costs. Go to Athyna.io right now to learn more. That's Athyna.io.